The Cash-Landrum UFO Incident is one of the most intriguing and well-documented UFO encounters in the United States. It occurred on the evening of December 29, 1980, near Dayton, Texas. Here's a brief overview. The witnesses: Betty Cash, Vickie Landrum, and Vickie's grandson, Colby Landrum. While driving home, they saw a large, diamond-shaped object emitting intense heat and light. The object hovered at treetop level and periodically expelled flames from its base. The witnesses stopped their car to observe the object. Betty Cash stayed outside the car longer, while Vickie and Colby quickly returned to the vehicle due to the intense heat. Health issues. All three experienced severe health problems resembling radiation poisoning, such as blisters, nausea, headaches, and hair loss. Betty Cash was hospitalized with the most severe symptoms. The incident serves as a stark warning of the potential dangers that UFOs pose to the public.
Okay, so, you ready to dive in? Because today, we are talking about a UFO incident that really kind of gets under your skin. The Cash-Landrum case.
Oh yeah, this one's a classic. And what we're looking at today, it isn't just about lights in the sky. We're talking about alleged UFO injuries. Heavy stuff.
Right. So we're diving into this document, and it's all about cases where people claim they got hurt, physically hurt, during or after a UFO encounter.
Exactly.
So let's set the scene right. 1980, December 29th, we're in Huffman, Texas.
Small town Texas. Never know what's going to happen.
Right. But okay, we've got Betty Cash, Vickie Landrum, and her grandson Colby driving home, just a normal night, and bam, they have this encounter.
And this is where it gets tricky because the document, it doesn't really go into detail about the object itself.
Yeah, it's more focused on what happened afterward.
The
injuries. So I gotta ask, when we say injuries, what are we talking about here? What did these people actually experience?
Well, all three of them, they claim they had health problems after this encounter. But Betty Cash, she was supposedly closest to the object, and she seems to have gotten the worst of it. Severe burns, blisters, even hair loss. Pretty scary stuff.
Oh, wow. Like radiation poisoning.
That's what the document seems to suggest. And it even connects it to other UFO cases where people reported similar symptoms.
Okay, so that's Betty. What about Vickie and Colby?
They had some issues too, nausea, vomiting, that kind of thing. They even said their eyes felt like they were burning.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, and there's this idea that maybe it wasn't radiation exactly, but some kind of electromagnetic field that messed them up.
Electromagnetic? Wait, like microwave stuff?
Kinda, yeah. Some researchers call it electromagnetic hypersensitivity. They say exposure to certain kinds of electromagnetic fields can cause similar symptoms. Now, whether that's connected to UFOs, that's a whole other
rabbit hole.
Exactly.
But this document, I mean, it's making some pretty big claims, right? Connecting this one case to a whole pattern of injuries potentially caused by UFOs.
Right. And we got to be careful here because we're dealing with, well, stories, anecdotal evidence. It's not like there's always hard medical proof in these cases.
Right. People could be, I don't know, mistaken. Or even, well,
making things up. Sure,
yeah.
Happens. Especially with something as, let's face it, sensational as UFOs.
Exactly. Hard to separate fact from fiction sometimes.
It is. But that's what makes this so fascinating, right? Because even if we accept there's something real here, with the Cash-Landrum case, it's like, what if some of these UFOs, they aren't just watching us? What if they're actually dangerous?
That's a chilling thought. It makes you question what we even consider evidence in these cases. Is it physical symptoms like we've been talking about? Or is it more about what people say they saw, felt, experienced?
Right. And that's the thing about these deep dives. The more we dig, the more questions we end up with.
It's true. So to everyone listening, what do you think? What would make you believe a UFO encounter is real? Is it physical evidence? Is it eyewitness accounts? Tell us, because we're genuinely curious.
Absolutely. Maybe your perspective is the key to unlocking this whole thing.
The Cash-Landrum plaintiffs pursued legal action against the U.S. government, claiming the object was a secret military craft. However, the case was dismissed, and official agencies denied any knowledge of the incident.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.